You ever wonder why they turn their backs so quick? Why the ones you bleed for don't even flinch when you scream for help? Oh, I know you've asked yourself. Don't lie to me. I see it in your eyes, that empty gaze, that quiet rage simmering underneath. You're not angry at them, are you? Number. You're angry at yourself for believing in them in the first place. Let me tell you something about life and people and time. You see, there's a simple truth, a cruel one, that few ever really want to accept, and that is this. People will disappoint you. They will leave when you need them most. They will turn away, fade into the distance, and when you look for them, all you'll find is dust, empty promises, and broken expectations. But don't be fooled. Don't waste your energy blaming them. Number. You have to ask yourself, why did you give them so much power over you in the first place? Why did you allow them into your life so easily? You knew who they were. You knew they were flawed. You saw their imperfections, but you chose to see the good. You believed in the better part of them. You thought that, for once, maybe this time, things would be different. But they weren't, were they? They weren't. You thought they'd be there for you when things got tough, but as soon as you needed them, they vanished into the shadows. And here you are, staring at the ruins, wondering where it all went wrong. I get it. I understand the pain that gnaws at your insides, the sense of betrayal that burns like acid in your chest. But let me tell you something. There is a reason why these things happen. There is a reason why people leave. There is a reason why those you loved, those you trusted, are nowhere to be found in your darkest moments. It's because time has a way of revealing people for who they truly are. Time exposes their true nature, their weaknesses, their inability to stand by your side when it matters most. So don't despair. Don't waste another second wishing that they would have been better. Time has shown you exactly who they are. Now, you can choose to sit in the ashes of your disappointment, or you can rise. You can choose to let them go. You can choose to stop waiting for them to come back, to fix things, to be the person you thought they could be. Time will reveal who stands with you, and let me tell you something. Those who are truly meant for you will not disappear when the storm hits. They will not fade when things get hard. They will not walk away when the weight of the world presses down on your shoulders. Those who truly care, those who truly love you, will stand by your side through every trial, through every battle. They won't hesitate. They won't look back. They won't question whether or not they should stay. They will be there. And the thing is, time has a way of separating the true from the false. It will strip away the illusions, the pretenses, and show you exactly who is worth your time and energy. The ones who are meant to be there will be there, and those who aren't, they will fade. They will leave, just as they did before. And you know what? That's okay. You can't hold on to people who don't belong in your life. You can't force them to stay, no matter how much you wish things were different. Time reveals the truth, and sometimes the truth is painful. Sometimes the truth is that the people you thought would always be there are not the ones who will see you through. Sometimes the truth is that you have to let go. But here's the thing, letting go is not a sign of weakness. It's not a failure. It's an act of strength. It's knowing when to walk away from what isn't serving you anymore. And if you're still here, if you're still standing, despite all the betrayals, despite all the disappointments, that means you're stronger than you know. Because life has a way of breaking you down. It has a way of testing your resilience. And those who are meant to be in your life, those who are truly meant to stand with you, will prove it. Not with words, not with empty promises, but with their actions, with their presence. But let me make this clear. Time will also reveal something else. It will reveal your strength. It will reveal your ability to endure, to rise again, even when everything around you is falling apart. It will reveal your power to move forward, even when the people you loved are no longer by your side. You are not defined by those who leave. You are not defined by those who betray you. You are defined by how you rise from the ashes. You are defined by the strength you find within yourself to keep going when the world wants to break you. There is a power in patience. There is a power in waiting for the truth to reveal itself. It may not come when you expect it. It may take years, months, or even days for the truth to emerge, but it will. It always does. The people who are meant for you will come. They will find you. And when they do, it won't be a matter of luck or coincidence. It will be because you endured. It will be because you stayed true to yourself. It will be because you refused to settle for anything less than what you deserve. So don't rush the process. Don't rush the healing. Don't rush the revelations. Let time do its work. Let it show you who is worthy of your trust, your love, your energy. Time will reveal those who will stand with you. It will reveal those who will fight beside you. And when you look around, when you see the ones who are still there, who haven't abandoned you in your darkest hour, you'll know. You'll know who truly matters. But don't make the mistake of waiting for people who have already shown you their true colors. Don't waste another moment hoping they'll change, that they'll come back, that they'll be the person you thought they were. Time is too precious for that. Let them go. Let them fade. You don't need them. Not anymore. What you need is to trust in yourself. Trust that time will bring the right people into your life. Trust that the right ones will come when you least expect it, but when you're ready. And when they do, you'll know. You'll know, because they will show you, not with words, but with actions. They will stand with you, not when it's easy, but when it's hard. And that, my friend, is what truly matters. You are worthy of people who will stand by you, who will fight for you, who will love you unconditionally. You are worthy of loyalty, of honesty, of trust. Don't settle for anything less. Don't waste your time on people who don't deserve you. The ones who are meant for you will not let you fall. They will lift you up. They will be there when you need them most. They will never turn their back on you. And when time reveals who stands with you, you will have the peace you've been searching for. In the end, it's not about how many people stand with you. It's about the ones who truly matter. It's about the ones who are there when the storm is raging. The ones who never leave, who never give up. Time will reveal the truth. And when it does, you'll see exactly who is meant to walk beside you on this journey. And that's all that matters. Continuing the journey into the depths of the human experience, you have to understand that patience is not a passive act. Patience is strength. It is fortitude in the face of adversity, resilience in the face of loss, and tenacity in the face of betrayal. It's the quiet endurance that doesn't scream, doesn't demand attention, but stands tall and unshaken through the storm. So many people confuse patience with weakness, as if waiting for something or someone means giving up, surrendering to fate, or accepting the circumstances as they are. But that's not true at all. Patience is an active force. It is the internal power that allows you to endure the worst while knowing that change is inevitable. The world constantly shifts. People change. Their actions reveal their true selves, and time, with its unyielding rhythm, shows you who belongs and who doesn't. Time doesn't care about your expectations. It doesn't care about your hopes or desires. Time simply reveals the truth, whether you want to see it or not. We live in a world that wants everything now. Instant gratification, instant results. We want the success without the struggle, the love without the loss. the joy without the pain. We want the reward without putting in the effort, but life doesn't work like that. Time doesn't work like that. Real growth, real progress, real understanding, all of these things take time. It's in the waiting that the lesson is learned. It's in the hardship that strength is forged. You don't realize how strong you are until you are tested, until the storm comes and you stand tall in the face of it, enduring the pressure, the uncertainty, the discomfort, and you make it through to the other side. The ones who stand with you, the ones who truly care about you, will be there long after the storm has passed. They'll be there when the noise dies down, when the world moves on to the next drama, and when the lights shine on someone else. They will remain, not because it's easy, not because they have something to gain, but because they are committed to you. Their loyalty is not a result of convenience, but of true connection. And let me tell you something. This kind of loyalty, this kind of devotion, cannot be rushed. It is earned. But here's where it gets difficult, where the test truly begins. You can't force loyalty. You can't demand love. You can't make people stay. There will always be those who turn their back when things get tough, who promise you the world, but deliver nothing but empty words. And as painful as that is, as much as it might sting to see those who you thought were your closest allies walk away, you have to remember that this is part of the process. This is part of life's great filter. Time reveals the truth of who belongs with you. And those who leave, those who betray you, they were never meant to be in your life to begin with. It's a hard pill to swallow, isn't it? That realization that not everyone who comes into your life is meant to stay. Not everyone who smiles at you, not everyone who calls you a friend, not everyone who tells you they love you actually means it. Some people are only passing through. They were only meant to show you a lesson, to help you grow in some way, and then leave. And while that may seem unfair, while it might feel like a deep injustice, it's actually a blessing in disguise. You see, time is a teacher, and its lessons are often painful, but they are necessary. Each betrayal, each person who leaves, each failed relationship is an opportunity to learn more about yourself. You are learning who you can rely on. You are learning how to protect your heart. You are learning what it means to trust yourself and your instincts. You are learning that you don't need anyone to validate your worth. Your worth is inherent. It is built within you, and nothing can take that from you. What people fail to understand is that the most important relationship you will ever have is the one with yourself. The world can let you down. The people you love can disappoint you. But if you have a strong relationship with yourself, if you know your worth and trust in your own strength, then no matter what happens, you will always find your way. It's when you rely on others for your sense of self-worth that you set yourself up for disappointment. And it's not about being cold, distant, or selfish. It's about knowing that you cannot control other people. You cannot force them to stay, but you can control your own actions, your own feelings, and your own choices. You can choose to love yourself, to trust yourself, and to move forward, regardless of what anyone else does. I know it's not easy. I know it's tempting to want to keep reaching out to those who have let you down, to want to fix things, to want them to see your worth. But here's the painful truth. They may never see it. They may never recognize your value. And that's not your fault. That's not a reflection of you. It's a reflection of them. And the more you try to hold on to something that isn't meant for you, the more you keep yourself stuck. You're holding on to a shadow, a memory, a version of someone who doesn't exist anymore, or maybe never did. You're holding on to the idea of what they could be, not who they actually are. And that's why time is so important. Time will show you who people really are. It will show you who is worth your energy, who is worth your love, and who will stand with you when things get tough. Time will separate the real from the fake, the loyal from the disloyal, the true from the false. Time doesn't lie. Time doesn't pretend. Time doesn't wear a mask. It's in the waiting, in the silence, in the space between the moments that the truth is revealed. But here's the thing. Time also reveals something else. Time reveals your strength. Time reveals your power to heal. Time reveals your ability to rise from the ashes and keep moving forward. And that, my friend, is something that no one can take from you. No one can take away the strength you have built, the wisdom you have gained, the scars that make you who you are. You are not the sum of your failures, not the sum of your betrayals, not the sum of your broken relationships. You are the sum of your ability to survive, to endure, to keep going when everything inside of you is telling you to give up. You may feel like you're walking alone right now. You may feel like you're carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders. But I promise you, this moment will pass. The storm will eventually calm and you will emerge from it stronger than before. Time will reveal who stands with you, but it will also reveal your own inner strength. And when you look back, when you reflect on the journey, you will see just how far you've come. You will see the growth, the resilience, the wisdom that you never knew you had. You will look back at all the people who left, and you will realize that it was their absence that made room for something better. It was their leaving that opened up space for the right people to come into your life. So don't despair. Don't lose hope. The right people are out there. They are waiting for you, just as you are waiting for them. They are waiting for the moment when you are strong enough to receive them. They are waiting for you to let go of the ones who aren't meant for you, so that you can make space for the ones who truly are. Time will reveal who is meant to walk beside you, who is worthy of your trust, your love, and your energy. Time will reveal the truth, and when it does, you'll be ready. You see, life is not about finding the perfect people. Life is about finding the ones who are meant for you, the ones who will stand by you, not when it's easy, but when it's hard, the ones who will fight for you when the world turns against you, the ones who will never leave, never abandon you, never betray you. And when time reveals who they are, you will know. You will feel it in your soul. You will know that these are the people who will never turn their back on you. So don't rush it. Don't rush the process. Don't rush the healing. Time will do its work. Time will reveal the truth. And when it does, you will have everything you need to move forward, stronger, wiser, and ready for the next chapter of your life. Patience is an art. It's not just about waiting. It's about learning how to wait with grace, how to endure without bitterness, how to grow in the spaces where the world seems to slow down and others walk away. Life doesn't wait for you to be ready, doesn't hold back on the challenges it throws at you because you think you deserve a break. No, the world moves on. The clock ticks forward relentlessly, and with each passing second, more and more is revealed. The people you thought would stand with you may betray you, disappoint you, or simply vanish into the ether. And yet, amid all of this, you are called to remain patient, not passive, not defeated, but patient. And the truth about patience is this: it's not about waiting for things to improve. It's about how you choose to grow while waiting for them to change. The world will try to make you feel like you're behind, like you're not where you should be, that the things you want are just out of reach. It's the greatest trick life plays on you, convincing you that everyone else has figured it out, that everyone else has their life together, that you are the only one left in the dark. But here's the reality. Everyone is waiting for something. Everyone is waiting for someone to come through for them, waiting for a moment of clarity, waiting for their lives to unfold in the way they imagine. But not everyone understands that the waiting, the times of uncertainty, the periods of trial and hardship are what shape us into who we're meant to be. The waiting is where the transformation happens. It is the test that determines whether you will break under pressure or become unshakable. As painful as it is to admit, the ones who leave, the ones who betray, the ones who walk away when you need them most, are the ones who were never truly meant to be by your side. Time doesn't lie. It shows you who people truly are. Time forces people to reveal their true selves. And when someone leaves or betrays you, it's not a reflection of your worth, but a reflection of their own limitations. Not everyone has the capacity to stand with you when the road gets rough. Some people only know how to walk beside you when it's easy, when everything is calm and the sun is shining. They can't handle the storms, the heavy winds, the darkness. They don't have the depth to stand with you through the deep waters of life. But this is the gift of time. It reveals these things before you get too deeply invested, before you waste more of your energy on people who can't or won't stand with you. Time teaches you to let go. It teaches you that not everyone you encounter is meant to stay. Not every person you open your heart to is meant to walk with you through life. And it's okay to let go of people who aren't meant for you. It's okay to walk away from relationships that are no longer serving you, that are draining your energy, that are holding you back. Time will make it clear. The people who aren't meant for you will leave on their own, and it's a painful process, but it's also liberating. The more time you spend holding on to what isn't meant for you, the more you delay the arrival of what is. Time clears the path for the right people, the right opportunities, and the right circumstances to find their way to you. You'll learn to appreciate the solitude, the quiet, the time alone. For it is in the silence that you learn who you truly are. When the distractions of others fade away, when the noise of the world settles down, you come face to face with yourself. You come to understand your own needs, your own desires, your own strength, and in that space you find peace. There is power in standing alone. There is power in finding yourself in the stillness when no one is around to judge, to push, or to pull you in a direction you don't want to go. Time, in its ability to create distance between you and the past, allows you to heal. It allows you to see the bigger picture. It shows you that the pain, the hurt, and the losses weren't as permanent as they once felt. Time passes, people change, and so do you. But during those long moments of silence, it's easy to become discouraged. It's easy to feel like time is working against you, like you're stuck, like nothing is moving forward. But that's the lie you tell yourself when you're tired of waiting. You see, nothing in this life is truly static. The earth spins, the seasons change. Life moves forward, even when you feel like you're standing still. Patience is not about standing idle. It's about learning to use the time wisely. It's about building your strength in the waiting. It's about improving yourself, learning new things, becoming better. The right people are out there. But if you're not ready for them, if you haven't taken the time to grow and evolve, then you're not ready for them to enter your life. The waiting is preparation. It is a time for you to develop the capacity to handle what's coming next. And when those people finally do come into your life, when time has cleared the path for them, you'll realize something. What truly matters is not how long they've been there, but how they show up when it counts. You see, it's not the number of people in your life that matters. It's the quality of the ones who remain. It's the people who show up when you're at your lowest, who don't hesitate to stand by you when everyone else runs. It's the ones who have proven themselves time and again, who have stuck around through the darkness and the light, who have weathered the storm alongside you, not because it's convenient, but because they genuinely care. These are the people who have earned their place in your life. These are the people who will always be worth the wait. In the end, it's not about waiting for someone else to prove their loyalty to you. It's about proving to yourself that you are worthy of loyalty, that you are worthy of love, that you are deserving of respect. Time will reveal who stands with you, but it will also reveal the truth about your own worth. And when you realize your own value, when you stop depending on others to validate you, when you stop waiting for approval from the outside world, you'll become unstoppable. You'll walk through life with the confidence of someone who knows their worth, who understands their place in the world, and who refuses to settle for anything less than what they deserve. So, in those moments when it feels like time is dragging on, when you feel like you're standing alone, when the world feels like it's closing in, remember this: the waiting is not a punishment. It's an opportunity to grow, to evolve, to strengthen yourself for what's coming next. And when the right people do finally come into your life, when the right opportunities reveal themselves, you'll understand why everything had to happen the way it did. You'll understand that the wait, the pain, the betrayal, the disappointments were all part of the process that led you here. And when you stand in the light of those who truly stand with you, you'll know that all the waiting was worth it, because those who are meant to stand by your side will never leave. They will never turn their back on you. They will fight for you when no one else will. They will stand with you through the storms and the sunshine. And when time reveals who they are, you will know that they are the ones who are worth the wait. So keep going, keep waiting, keep growing. Trust the process. Time will reveal everything. It will show you who belongs in your life and who doesn't. It will expose the truth. And when it does, you will be ready. Ready for the people who will stand by your side. Ready for the life that is waiting for you. And ready to embrace everything that is coming your way. Keep your faith in time. Time has a way of making everything clear, of showing you exactly who and what is meant for you. When you wait patiently, you don't just wait for change. You become the change. You transform into the person who can handle anything life throws at you. And when that change comes, when you've been through the storm and emerged stronger, you'll see that time never betrayed you. It was always leading you to the people, to the moments, and to the life you were meant to have. Patience is not a weakness. It's the most powerful force you can possess. Embrace it, trust it, and when the time is right, everything will fall into place. Conclusion: stay patient. Time will reveal who truly stands with you. Through every trial, through every betrayal, through every disappointment, the right people will emerge. And when they do, you will understand that everything you endured, everything you waited for, was worth it. Trust in the process. Keep growing. Keep believing. The right people, the right moments will find you when the time is right.